Hey everybody, this is Kohdok here, and before we get into today's review, I'd like to give a bit of a warning here. Everybody knows that Wave 2 is pretty much out everywhere, but some of them don't have Bakugan Dimensions code, so if you use Bakugan Dimensions, you can't use the Bakugan you can find on here. Well, you can see these are both Darkest Titanium Dragonoids, and I bet you're wondering, how can I tell the difference other than having a close look? Well, if you notice, this one has a yellow ring, while this one has a black ring. The yellow rings are the ones that don't have codes every time. The black rings do have codes. Now, judging by the fact that the backs of the packages are actually different, this one portrays a new Mechtigan, probably Mechtigan Titan, and this one tells you how to use Bakugan Dimensions. This was possibly intentional. Now, I kind of don't know why. It's a bit disappointing for those of us who bought the earlier released Wave 2 Bakugan who wanted to use them on Dimensions, so, you know, it's just a bit disappointing. Anyway, today's review is going to be about Darkest Titanium Dragonoid. Let's get this open. It seems that regardless of which pack you buy, they both contain basically the same thing, an 870 Darkest Titanium Dragonoid and the same gate and ability cards. The only real difference is one has a code and one doesn't. And here is the closed Titanium Dragonoid. This Darkest Dragonoid is 870 Gs. It actually has a lot of opening features. You see it has these gigantic horns. The eyes are actually kind of inlaid, and the face has a different shape from most Dragonoids. So you could say it's a bit of a redesign, even though his look in the show looks a lot like the original one. Like I said, 870 Gs. Other than that, there's not really much to this guy. He's got some die-cast legs and a die-cast tail back here, which folds out. Here's just a good look at this guy. This is one of 3 members of the Wave 2 that I've bought. The other ones are Infinity Helios and Dragonoid, as well as the Baku Mutants I've already shown off in a regular color scheme, not translucent like the Target exclusives, but so far I haven't come across any Mutant Helioses or anything, and I haven't found any Chaos parts of the regular Baku Mutant series. I hear that there's a Mercury Dragonoid out there with that, and I'm looking forward to finding it. I've seen it in the yellow package, so I hope it'll show up when Wave 2 hits Target and Family Dollar. By the way, I've noticed that there are different booster pack and starter pack spreads depending on the store. Target actually got a different starting spread than Walmart, so if you don't find what you want at one store, you can try another one. Like, for example, Ventus Taline at Target you can only get in a Mechtigan extension pack, but at Walmart and at Target later in the wave, you can find it inside a starter pack. So if you're looking for a Ventus Taline, don't despair, you might not have to buy a whole Mechtigan extension pack just to get one. So a little update for today. So as you can obviously tell, I now have 2 Darkest Titanium Dragonoids. I will gladly trade the one that doesn't have a code if anybody's interested. I still have my list on my trade video, and you know, I'd really like to see what you guys get one of these. Anyway, presented by the wonderful cheesy crackers. This is Kohdok signing off. You can't see. Bye.